Hey, welcome back to SGS. I'm Sarge, and I'm bringing music to the front lines to you guys today. And today we're doing more of Tom MacDonald. We're going to do Fake Woke. I have not seen it, don't know much about it, but we definitely know at least a lot more than we did before when we first started doing Tom. And I'm going to assume it's very much of the same ilk. With that being said, it's 4 minutes and 4 seconds long. Guys, thank you so much for the likes and the subscriptions and for all the comments. Please keep those coming. I truly love them. But let's get into the video. You guys ready? All right, here we go. And you know I'm going to stop it. Hopefully at the 20-minute. And that's for you, Paul.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump.
Well, we're at 23. Close enough, right? Wow. Okay, he's already shooting. And now, is he taking shots at him? Or I don't think, I don't really think it's that. I think he's just saying that everybody is too sensitive. I think that's really what it is. Everybody's too sensitive. And I mean, because again, you know, a lot of us, now granted, I realize the youngest generation probably didn't, but there was Family Guy, South Park, The Simpsons, and all these other things, you know, and then all the Disney movies, everything else, they all had innuendos in them in some form, shape, or way, whether that was, you know, sexual or like some kind of you know, some kind of off-color joke of some form, shape, or way. And the thing that makes those great, at least in my opinion, is because they shoot shots at everybody. It's not designated at somebody, or, you know. So when you've ingested that and you realize it's meant to be like a certain brand of comedy, and it's supposed to sting, and it's not supposed to really be targeting you. It's more of making fun of the stereotype than anything. But despite that, you know, I guess people, you know, from that point forward, either, I don't know, man, did they just get less tolerant? Did they get more sensitive? I mean, I don't know what happened. Like, because I remember, you know, my whole childhood was unfiltered. We didn't have seatbelts if you didn't want to wear them. You could ride in the back of a truck while it was going 50, 60 miles an hour. You know, they didn't have all these warning signs and things of that kind of nature. And I know somebody's out there, you know, I'm not a baby boomer, I'm a Gen X. But even still, like, I don't know, was it one of those situations where it was like, you know, let things sort themselves out? That's why they didn't put warning stickers on every freaking thing. You know, I remember when I was growing up, you know, the way we found kids and things like that, it was all the bikes parked in the yard. Nowadays, you can't get them to get rid of this. All right. Anyway, enough tangent. Going back. That's what I got out of that, by the way. Here we go.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children, we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that.
Wow. He's just saying they changed the cage. And it was never, you know, the general person. I'm not talking about your extremist. It was never supposed to be, nor whatever. But now the system is in this box. Again, this is typical Tom. If you don't know what Tom's about, he's basically saying, hey, look, let's drop the ridiculous portions of this conversation and focus on what's really happening, and it's the division from the top that they're trying to put us in, so that way we'll infight will always be weak, you know. And it doesn't matter, the, you know, look at it as a pie graph, and every every gender or religion or whatever the cases are, you know, race, etc. That's they want you in those boxes. I mean, at least that's what I'm getting out of it anyway. All right, let's move back. Here we go.
Or the rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame.
Yep.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate.
Oh man, there's a good bar right there. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. And I know he's getting ready to break it down, but one is just inflammatory, designed to kill and destroy. The other one is actual facts that are painful probably to hear. Wow, man. Holy crap, dude. Tom's going hard here. Let's go back.
Music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal.
Yeah, he's saying if you're, I mean, this is the way it works. At least here in America. If you come out and you say, and I know this for a fact because I have my friends on different spectrums here. I'm kind of actually in the middle here. I have a friend and this happened to me, a friend that was a Republican, I had a friend that was a, Democrat, and they would never stop fighting. Well, when they asked me who I was voting for, I told them, at the time, because I didn't like the choices, Joe Jorgensen. Just is what it is. With that being said, they told me my vote didn't matter, but eventually came back and apologized and said, no, that's not right. I said, well, how can you tell me my vote's not going to matter? First of all, I fought for the right to vote. I literally fought for the right to vote. And you're going to tell me that, and you haven't, that my vote doesn't matter? Of course it does. Why would I give a vote to somebody that I don't believe in? I mean, and you guys can bash it all you want. You could say, hey, you should have voted for Trump, or you should have voted for Biden, or you should have did this or that or whatever. But that's not going to change my mind. I was more in line with what I thought I saw that looked better. But did I think I was going to win that? No. But at the same time, I felt like, me personally, I felt like I didn't want to vote for them, so I didn't want to give them a vote. But their arguments were like, well, you're taking a vote from one of the candidates that are actually going to win. What a spin. I mean, again, you may be Republican, you may be Democrat, you may be independent. Hey, you're all welcome. I love you all. I have no problem with that. I don't care. Like, I don't judge people by their political affiliations, etc. If you're an asshole, that's how I treat you. If you're not, then cool. Come on in. I don't know. Just me. Guys get to know a little bit of me. I don't know. I guess I just look at it like this. I think sometimes I see things from the Republicans that look really good, and I think sometimes there's a few instances where I see things that I like to the Democrats, and I'm sitting in the middle saying, why can't, if it's a good idea, who cares where the hell it came from? Let's implement it. I don't know. Maybe I'm ridiculous. Here we go.
Celebrating native casualties. We got so divided it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police. Y'all are genius for sure.
I could talk all day about this. I worked for the government for 24 years. I'm not going to tell you what I did, but it's very much in line with what he's talking about right now. And look, there's bad people in every job. Go to any place that you've ever seen. There's always that one person. You work there with them. Maybe you're them. No, but for real, there's always somebody that's bad. But like in that specific category, and the many others, it's underfunded. There does need to be different training. There does need to be change within it, and I get that. But at the same time, there also needs to be the warm bodies, and there needs to be solid amount of training and funds and cameras and crap like that. I mean, it just needs to happen. Just my thing with it. But yeah, underfunded, stressed out, stretched out. It doesn't matter what job you're in. Eventually, at some point, that's going to crack.
Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself.
Yeah.
That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase.
Yeah, they do. Someone always makes the purchase. I think our politicians have more stickers on them than NASCAR. And I don't even watch NASCAR. I just know how they're affiliated. I see it. I know it. You can tell it. It's ridiculous. They're all out for their private interests, not the greater America. Not usually. I'm not saying there's not some people out there that are good, but the majority overwhelming thing. I mean, just look at it, man. Every 4 years, especially if there's a Democrat and a Republican and like they flip places, it's like they push each other's, right back to the middle where it was at when it was all broken. Like you fix something and then the Republicans then come in and trash it, or the Democrats break something the Republicans did. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I understand that these political parties think there's this one specific right way, but I wish they would wake up and realize there's a lot of ideas out there and that they need to come figure it out. I don't like to try to get political, and you guys don't have to agree with me on any of this stuff. And I'm not trying to change your mind here. It's not like that. These are just my personal thoughts, so don't come at me in the comments. I'm not going to respond to political crap. That's not it. But while we're reviewing this song, this is what he's talking about. So it is what it is. Here we go. I'm not ashamed of how I believe and how I see the world. I've seen it differently than you, and you've seen it differently than me, but common sense has to prevail at some point. Peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. Yep. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. Woo! What a bar. The truth doesn't damage points of things that are legitimate. Wow, man. Wow. Wow. Holy crap, dude. Let's hear that again. Let's go back just a little bit more even, so we get it all in. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding. Everything else that I said is right. Woo! They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. Woo! I really like this one, man. Of of outside of, I think I Look Down. I think that's my other favorite so far, but this has got to be it, man. So far. Now, I'm sure there's, you may not agree with me, but of what I've heard so far, this is what I've loved the most. I love the guitar riff and then the beat to it. I liked it was simplistic again, but full of punches, sometimes facts. I mean, wow, man. Just the way that Tom looks at a lot of the local climate per se when it comes to political things or the um cyberbullying and on and on and on, of the things that he reaches in his span. I'm always impressed, man. I'm always impressed how he put that into a song. And then the one thing I really do like is the hook, man. Um, I don't know. I enjoyed it immensely. I enjoyed it immensely. I went on my own tangents just off what I saw on the screen today. Hey, look, I'm more awake now. Yesterday, man. Woo! Man, yesterday was rough. I don't know what was going on. I just didn't sleep well. With that being said, guys, hey, look, if you haven't, go support Tom and all his social media. He's got Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. It looks like Instagram and Twitter. Obviously, go to his YouTube page. Hit him, go check out his videos. And if you haven't, hit a like over there. He's got a lot of awesome shorts out there I've seen so far. And obviously subscribe to his YouTube. All that's free. And then if you decide you want to become a member and buy merch and all that other stuff, man, that's on you. But I highly encourage it. With that being said, I've loved this, guys. Thank you so much for recommending this. This is recommended quite a while ago. Yeah, that's a good 3 minutes and 57 seconds well spent, I think. I enjoyed it immensely. With that being said, I've been Sarge. Eat well. Be safe. See you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye, guys.